In this video, I'm going to show you how job seekers can make the most of the summer break. Welcome to the channel. My name is Jane Foray, career coach for frustrated professionals who are ready to take the next step up in their career. If you've just arrived here, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. So I recently came across an article that listed 4 reasons why the summer is in fact the best time to look for a job. It does debunk some of those myths around the summer being a really quiet time, so you might as well write it off. And when I reread that article recently, I thought it was actually aimed more at those people who are already in paid employment. So I thought I would give my thoughts about how you can make the most of this time if you're not currently working. So the first thing to do is to give yourself permission to take some time off. So many people, myself included, refer to looking for a job as having a full-time job itself. And, why then should you not take some time off to refresh and recharge just like everybody else is doing? If you think about productivity and performance, they start with having free time and having space. That is the fuel for the energy, the creativity, and the focus that you need to drive a really effective job search. If money is tighter than normal, then you might consider a different type of break than the ones that you've taken in the past. It might be 1 week rather than 2, or a staycation rather than a trip overseas. But agree a budget with your family, with your partner. Take a break from the day-to-day routine, because that change of scene can put distance between you and your situation, which can only fire the imagination and spark a change in your approach. The really important thing here is to give yourself permission. Approach this break just as you would time off from a normal job. Set the out of office on your email and update your voicemail to indicate that you are away. Or if you're really concerned about, missing that call, tell them that you're going to check the messages in the evening so they know when to expect a response. The thing about job hunting is it can be addictive. There's always the imperative to just complete one more application or send off your CV one more time, because you never know which of those opportunities is going to be the opportunity. But just agree a time with yourself when you're going to be back in the driving seat and just relax and enjoy your time off. The second thing to do during the summer is to maintain your routine. If you've actively been job seeking for a while, then you will have established a routine that gives you kind of anchor points throughout the week. During August, these things can just disappear because people are just not around. So that might include things like, organised networking groups that might be postponed until mid-September. But why not take the lead and fill the void by organising an informal drop-in session with your network that you've created from these groups? So it can be something as simple as writing, an update on LinkedIn to say, I'm going to be in Costa Coffee in whatever your town is from 10 a.m. until noon. Please feel free to join me. Put that on your WhatsApp group chat, but try where possible to maintain those routines and those anchor points throughout the week. The third thing is to critically review your job search to this point. So Einstein said that the definition of insanity was doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The rhythm of summer break is slower than usual, and what that does is it creates more white space. It creates time for some higher level thinking where you can critically review your job search. So take a look at your job search to date and have a look which part of the process is not working for you. So if your CV is getting you through to an interview, but you always seem to be getting pipped at the post, then you need to review your interview technique and approach. If you're struggling to get to an interview stage, then the thing that you might need to do is review your CV. If you're finding that recruiters are not contacting you via LinkedIn, then go through your profile and ensure that your profile accurately reflects the skills required for the roles that you're applying for, or it accurately reflects what you want to be found for. So where you started your job search may be very different from where you are now. So just do an audit of your LinkedIn profile and just make sure that everything on there is a reflection of what you want to get noticed for. Think about the terms that you're using. So if you're searching through job boards and searching through LinkedIn, try changing the word. So something as simple as substituting HR for human resources or people. Try web developer to website developer. I guarantee if you just tweak some of these keywords, this will generate different opportunities for you. Fourth thing is to actively network. The thing about corporate life in August is that things slow down. Time in people's diaries gets freed up because regular meetings, regular team meetings just get cancelled because people are on holiday. So what that means is people are much more open to having a coffee with you. Just keep it light. Don't ask them for a job, but ask to have 10-minute phone call or ask to take someone for a coffee and ask them for advice. People love to give advice, and many use this as an excuse to sort of slip out of the office themselves, especially when it's quiet. The fifth thing is to send speculative applications. Again, things slow down in corporate life in August. People may be much more likely not only to open but to read and respond to a speculative approach that they might receive. So what have you got to lose? The sixth thing is to learn something new. So use this time to enhance your skill set. This makes you more attractive to potential employers. So I'm a huge fan of Udemy. So for example, when I first set up my website, I paid $10.99 and I followed a course aimed at absolute beginners to create a WordPress site. There are other things like Coursera and Skillshare. They offer, a similar proposition as well. If you've got a premium account on LinkedIn, then you also have access to LinkedIn Learning. And once you've completed certain courses, then you can also add these skills to your profile, which again enhances your searchability. Number 7 is read that book. You know the one that has been sitting on your nightstand for months now. So job seekers in my network have found that at this sort of time in their lives, things like biographies and autobiographies of great leaders can be really inspiring, particularly those chapters about overcoming adversity. They somehow resonate. So taking a break is of course the perfect time to catch up with a good book. Number 8 is write. Use this time to write a series of articles or posts for LinkedIn and or your own personal blog if you have one. So once September comes around, you won't be worried or you won't be trying to figure out what to post because you will already have a library of articles ready to go. The great thing about writing articles on LinkedIn is it's a way to differentiate yourself from the competition. When people land on your profile, they will see things like articles. This is a great way to demonstrate your expertise. And you never know who is going to see it, who is going to see what you write, who's going to like it, who is going to comment on it. So it's a platform for you to express your opinion on a variety of issues that may or may not be pertinent to your job search. So one of the things that you could do is you could write a review about one of those books that you've been reading. So number 9 is to volunteer. So research some charities or other not-for-profit organizations that are in your area and think about who would benefit from some of the skills that you have. It's a great thing as well to talk about at interviews. So it shows a different side of you to any potential employer, and it shows that you've been using your time off effectively, and sometimes just focusing the needs of others can just put into perspective what's going on in our own life, and it just can support our own well-being. And the next one is to tackle a house project or 2 or 3. Physically walk around your house with fresh eyes and make a list of all those annoying little projects that need fixing and just get them done. So things like, oh, there's a light bulb gone here. Oh, I need to repaint that chip in the wall. Just get them done. Think of the sense of accomplishment you will have when you've decluttered the garage so that you can actually park your car in there during the winter months. Because the thing is, when you do get a job, all of these little niggles will go to the bottom of any to-do list that you might have. So literally make hay while the sun is shining. And the final one is to be kind to your future self. Use this time as an opportunity to get your head clear, get in control so that you are better able to deal with what September will throw at you. Get your email inbox to 0. Archive all of those applications that you made in March if you still haven't had a response to them. You probably never will. Sort out all of the filing in your workspace. Shred what you don't need. Organize what you do. You will be surprised at how the amount of clutter around you can physically weighs you down, but mentally distracts you from the task in hand. And then go through your diary. Think about what would you like to have accomplished by Christmas and start allocating time to achieving that goal. So there you are. That's a number of hints and tips that will enable you to make the most of the summer break. I know this isn't everything. I know I haven't possibly covered everything, but if you've got something different, then please do share your hints and tips in the comments below. And however you decide to spend your summer, I wish you well and I hope that you enjoy your time. If you found this useful, then please do click on that like button, share this with anyone you feel will get some value from it, and please do subscribe to future episodes. My name is Jane Foray, career coach for frustrated professionals. I'll see you on the next video.